Dear ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the second women's semi-final match.
GSC Group ITTF World Tour Russian Open 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Jekaterinburg. We're looking at the second women's singles finals matches. It is another instance of China versus China. We'll have Zhu Yuling on the right, facing the world-ranked #2, Ning on the left. This is the last match of the lower bracket in the women's singles competition. Ning was seeded #2 for the whole tournament, won the quarterfinals matched against Wang Xuan with 4-1, won 4-3 over Haruna Fukuoka from Japan, and a 4-0 in the first round against Olga Gordeva from Russia. Zhu Yuling, woman in the picture here, 4-0 over Kasumi Ishikawa yesterday in the quarterfinals, 4-0 over Sayaka Hirano from Japan in the round of 16, and a 4-1 in the first round against Saki Tashiro.
Who will choose? Red, blue, black. Yes, what's your choice? Receive. Zhu will serve. 2 minutes to warm up.
Warm-up time, 2 minutes. Both players to heat up for this match. Ning here in the picture. She is the world-ranked #2 at 23 years of age. Silver medal in the Olympics 2012. Semi-finalist of the World Championships 2013. She is the world champion from 2011. Won the World Cup 2011. And 7 World Tour victories, the last ones in 2013, the Qatar Open and the Austrian Open. Left-handed player in the red shirt. And on the other side of the table here in the black shirt is her opponent, Zhu Yuling, 18 years young, world ranked already at 5, semi-finalist of the World Championships 2013, World Junior Champion in 2012, semi-finalist of the Qatar and the Kuwait Open 2013, and quarter-finalist in Austria and at the China Harmony Open in Suzhou. As strange as it may seem for a world-ranked #2 player and a world-ranked #5 player, these two have actually never met in an international tournament. Know each other very well from training and national competitions, I'm sure, but for the World Tour, this is a premiere here. Zhu Yuling versus Ning, best of 7 game, the 18-year-old player to serve. Ning has always been a fan favorite. I'm sure that goes for the Russian spectators in Jekaterinburg as well. Always has a light-hearted attitude about the game, enjoys herself playing. Always a smile on her face. Wow. Great topspin from the left-handed Ding Ning. Talk about a wide angle shot. She has a very modern style of women's table tennis, playing forehand and backhand topspin from far away from the table, going the distance that you usually only see in men's table tennis. Ding Ning, though, has made it fashionable. Plus, it's quite spectacular to watch.
3-6.
Quick reaction on the parallel that touched the table.
Let 8-3.
Game points of this match, 6 game points to Ding Ning, to the world ranked number 2. Wow, good reaction on Zhu Yuling though. Long serve into the body, not effective at all. Came back on fire. She must not forget to score, Ding Ning. And she does at this moment here. 11-6 is the verdict on the first game. Ding Ning leads 1-0. Good point for Zhu Yuling. We can see her clenching her fist here, reaffirming herself. That is always good to see in a player, to use positive attitude, positive body language to show the opponent and yourself that you're about to win this game, or at least to believe in the ability to do so. And quite an offensive start for the 18-year-old.
Let 2, 3.
Footwork of Ning still not fully there, not quite up to the challenge at the moment at least.
Let 3, 5.
Well, that was ambitious. Very hard for Ning to make that work. It was way too late, and the angle is difficult too. 6-3 meanwhile for Zhu Yuling. Looks like she finally arrived in this match here in the second game.
6, 4.
That was important this time for Ning to hit that shot. Very heavy topspin, slow but focus on spin rather than speed. And that makes it equally difficult for Zhu Yuling to react, to control the ball and bring it back onto the table. 6-6. We remember Ning struggling here in the round of 16 against Haruna Fukuoka from Japan. Only won 4 games to 3. Not her best performance in this second game here, I must say. Maybe that is going to change now. Has scored easily 4 times in a row. Wow. Even disbelief on the face of Ding Ning. Look at that coming up around the net, parallel.
Let 9-8.
And that topspin touched the edge of the table. Ding Ning apologizing, acknowledging her good fortune. 10-8. What a way to pick yourself up if you're Ding Ning. Being down 5-7, 6-7, and now 8-10. 2 game points to the world ranked number 2. Only one needed though. Ding Ning wins the second game as well. She's leading 2 games to 0. First point of the third game to Zhu Yuling. She started furiously into the second one. Maybe she can do this again here in the third. She will have to start scoring soon. This is the best of 7 games, so still a little room to maneuver, but she should not lose this game now. A 3-0 is difficult to hold on against Ding Ning.
Let 2-1.
Zhu Yuling seems to have found her tactics, going diagonal into the backhand of Ding Ning, where she cannot put on such a high pressure game. She needs the forehand topspin to do that. Sets this up nicely with the backhand, but the point bringing shot is usually on the forehand side of Ding Ning. Again, this is not a weakness in her game, but it is an avenue of attacking against her.
3-3.
Once again, into the body on the backhand side. Interesting to me always is how long will it work? Hallmark of a professional player is the ability to learn during a match, to adapt to these kinds of tactical changes.
4-4. 6-4.
Well, that stop gone horribly wrong for Zhu Yuling. I don't know what she was trying to do there. Didn't look like anything.
Let 7-7. Let 7-7.
Tense state of this third game, 7-0. Butterfly serve coming up from Ning. Bit of a tomahawk maybe, but we'll see. She has her own technique and it bounced twice. That was an ace, ladies and gentlemen. Almost never see that in table tennis. Coming up again maybe. Backspin, side spin on there. She has the option to either hit it with the red or the black side of the rubber, creating different types of side spin. Very unique technique to Ning. That ball almost stops on the table.
7-10.
We see this technique, this serving technique, more and more in table tennis.
10-8.
Especially the young Japanese players all do the so-called tomahawk serve, copied from the playbook of Kenta Matsudera. Ning as well has this ability. See that coming up again. Will it be the red or the black side of the rubber? Always difficult to see from this angle, but she'll have one more serve, one more game point remaining. This is full force table tennis, ladies and gentlemen. Zhu Yuling, she's holding her own in these high-speed rallies, equalizing to 10-10.
Go on, please.
Another game point to Ning. Clenching her fist. This time she wants it no no matter the cost. She needs to be up 3-0. That gives you so much more confidence. You feel much more relaxed. You feel like you're on the winning streak and nothing can stop you. For Zhu Yuling, it will feel exactly the opposite. Once again, this unusual serve coming up. And I don't know about this high pressure, high speed table tennis here. Zhu Yuling really doesn't seem to have a problem at all in bringing the ball back to the table. Once again, error on the side of Ning.
Don't delay play, please.
Third time's the charm, maybe. 12-11. And this time she takes it. 13-11. Ning. She is now up 3-0. First point in the fourth game to Zhu Yuling. Her opponent Ning is up 3-0 in this semi-finals match of the Russian Open 2013 in Jekaterinburg. Looking for the opponent of Liu Shiwen in the women's singles finals later this afternoon. And what looks like a perfectly choreographed dance is really the struggle for the point. I don't believe that Ning can score when she's trying to make things fast against Zhu Yuling. Needs to focus on spin, on different timings. What a bad start for the Olympic silver medalist.
2-6.
Recovering from a 5-0. Ning on her way to a comeback, maybe. You can see in the body language that she displays that she wants it. Nine to 4. I do have a feeling that at least this game here will go to Zhu Yuling. The faster the pace of the game is, the faster the rallies are, the more points Zhu Yuling scores. That's why she has 6 game points now. Second game point used. 1-3 is the score between Zhu Yuling and Ning as Zhu wins this 4th game. Fifth game commencing. Zhu Yuling, she won the 3rd one. Excuse me, the 4th game, of course, but Ning still up 3 games to 1 in this women's singles semi-finals match of the Russian Open 2013. And she's continuing a streak. Long serve into the body, followed up with a long line top spin into the deep forehand. Textbook play from Zhu Yuling. 2-all. That's the first time I've seen Ding Ning score in these longer and fast rallies. It was once again the forehand topspin of Zhu Yuling, although we could see there in the slow motion that there was the net caught. Still, you don't get the feeling that she even can score. I mean, this high-paced, fast rallies here always end up with the point for Zhu Yuling, except for the last time. But this is just something that Zhu does flat out better than her opponent. Maybe at a crucial stage of this entire match here, 5-5. Can Ding Ning re-establish her lead and exert pressure onto Zhu Yuling? We have that tomahawk serve coming up. We're going once again into the fast rallies, but we see a change here in the tactics of Ding Ning. She's pulling more and more towards the forehand of Zhu Yuling. Forcing a timeout. Zhu Yuling stops. Tries to stop rather. The momentum Ning is building up here, slowly but surely overtaking her. Six all. Timeout seems to have worked out for Zhu Yuling. This is something that cannot come at a worse time than this phase in the match here, where Zhu Yuling desperately needs to win this game. Service error.
7-7.
Eight all will see a decision, whatever that may be, in the next few points. Next point coming up already big for both players. Zhu Yuling to stay in the match, Ning to win it. And it is the silver medalist, the world champion from 2011, that scores the next point. She's in the lead again. She only needs 2 more points to go. Match points to Ning. She tried to end it maybe a bit too fast, too early, a bit impatient, but she still has one more try at it. Do we see long serve coming up again into the forehand, maybe follow up into the forehand? Timeout indeed for Ning. That is a bold decision, but can come in handy. What she's trying to do now is disturb the rhythm of Zhu Yuling. Focus a break in the concentration in preparation for the next rally. Not so much to think about what she's going to do next, but just to put more pressure on the opponent. I don't think this timeout is going to last all too long. So here we go, both timeouts spent. This is match point still for Ning. With her own serve to boot, can she take this? Tomahawk serve coming up, black or left or red side. Oh, fantastic. This is so fast, ladies and gentlemen. And I wonder why Ning relentlessly attacked the backhand of Zhu Yuling. She is so safe with the block. Tenno. Scoring with short, much more efficient than these fast attacks. Wow. That's just the confidence of Zhu Yuling at this point amazes me. Should amaze Chinese coach as well. She knew exactly what Ning was trying to do. Even managed to get in backhand block from the forehand side. And game point, Zhu Yuling. And she takes it. What a fighter Zhu Yuling has managed to negotiate another game under her belt. It is 3-2 still for Ning. First question of this match was, do we see a fifth game? We now even see a sixth game. Zhu Yuling is not giving up. Still the lead for Ning, 3-2. But things are evening out more and more.
Let 1-4. Let 1-4.
Lucky Ding Ning
4-2.
brought that ball back to the edge of the table. But it seems to me at this point she's quite out of ideas on how to score against Zhu Yuling. She has stabilized so nicely at the starting stages of the fourth game. Now seems to be prepared for everything that Ding Ning is throwing at her. Every point is hard fought for Ding Ning. Wow, there was so much topspin on there. Do we see the decision in this game here, or can Zhu Yuling pull this match into a deciding and ultimate 7th game? After 3-0, I did not expect this to be a 7th game. The safety and talent of Zhu Yuling has proved me wrong. She just needs to win this one here somehow. She doesn't have to be overly aggressive. Ding Ning is making quite a few mistakes on her own in the longer rallies. She's done fine, Zhu Yuling, just absorbing the power and the spin, bringing it back to the table, putting pressure on Ding Ning. Much like she's doing here. Very relaxed technique on the backhand topspin from Zhu Yuling. You see that in slow motion, short movement, very stable, very effective acceleration. But Ding Ning is in the lead.
Let 7-6.
By 2 points even. Once again attacking the forehand side of Zhu Yuling. Interesting to me, she is pulled through all these tight situations, Zhu Yuling, and when she's finally confronted with the chance of maybe even winning this match here. She starts to make mistakes.
Please continue playing.
Ding Ning once again only 2 points away from winning the match. She's failed to use the opportunities she's been given in the fifth. Match points once again to Ding Ning.
Let 10-7. Let 10-7.
Do we see a repeat of the last game one more time? 10-8, 2 match points remaining. Can she use it? Another unused match point. This is just a funny game to watch. It was 3-0 for Ding Ning. Then it was 3-1 and match point. Now it's 3-2 match points. She only has to score once now. Or does Zhu Yuling pull this match into a 7th game? She does not. 11-9, the final verdict of the 6th game, 4-2 in the end for the world-ranked number 2 player Ding Ning. And we do have a finals match of the world-ranked number 1 versus number 2. It is going to be later this afternoon, Ding Ning versus Liu Xiwen. Congratulations to Zhu Yuling. Nonetheless, she's played an excellent performance in the whole tournament and in this match specifically. Almost pulled this all to the distance into the 7th game, but as we see the confirmation on screen, indeed 4-2 to Ding Ning. So we've seen both semi-finals matches of the women's singles. Switching over to the men's singles, coming up for you live from Jekaterinburg in a few moments, starting men's singles semi-finals match number 1. It'll be Zheng Peifeng from China versus Chan Katsuhiro from Japan.